Hey guys, MA Fish Guy here, coming at you with a video question on can I feed my fish flies? Now, it's summertime, springtime, anything like that. You have the doors open, windows open to get that nice cool breeze coming into the house, and you're gonna get a fly or two. It happens. So all of a sudden you're sitting there, you smack the fly dead. Now what do? Do you put it in your fish tank, or do you throw it away in the garbage? Well, in nature, of course, your fish are eating insects. They're eating mosquito larvae. Anything that's in contact with that water that they can eat, they're eating. So I'm going to speak to you from my experience, what I've done in the past, and any issues that I have when it comes to feeding different insects, especially flies, to your fish. Now, anytime I've had Oscars, let's be honest, they're garbage disposals. I've never had a problem throwing a couple flies in. Now, I'm not saying you do like 12, 15 flies a day. One or two here, they're not going to hurt your fish. Now, you want to keep in mind, there's a couple of things that you definitely want to keep in mind, is that different insects can have insecticides, pesticides, anything like that. And that's why I'm saying one or two flies, maybe like once or every 2 weeks or something like that, is really not going to make a huge effect on your fish tank. Now, it could if you let it just sit in there and rot, then you can create problems. But if your fish aren't eating it, then you definitely want to scoop it out. Now, when it comes to flies, you can feed them to, your cichlids, your bigger fish, anything that can basically eat it in one bite. And heck, even some of your smaller fish will even nibble on it. So then that comes to the next question: what about fruit flies? Now, with fruit flies, a lot of times you can just buy those from an actual pet store, or you could do the old way of breeding your own, putting a piece of fruit, waiting for them to hatch. But what's nice about the ones you can buy in the pet store are most of them are wingless, or at least to a certain point, and that way you can throw them right in there. You don't have to worry about buzzing around your house or anything like that, and boom, problem solved. You can feed the flies to your aquarium fish. And some fish actually helps, because if they are a picky fish and they only like to have that live food kind of swimming around the tank or hitting around the water, then the flies can be a perfect alternative when it comes to the fruit flies. Now, that kind of answers the question, I hope, for you guys when it comes to feeding the flies. Me personally, I've never had an issue feeding any of the flies to any of my fish in any different area, whether it was when I lived in New York, in Massachusetts, or at old houses, apartments, anything like that. I've never had an issue with it. Like I said, do it sparingly, do it as a treat, and you shouldn't have an issue. And if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Check out my website, mafishguy.com. And again, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode.